Y'all see me in a house.
So it's showtime, but this ain't the Apollo. Okay? It's Yasini and Salima showtime. You know what time it is. If you're late, then go and watch this. You're not gonna want to miss this. And you know we don't cry wolf. Okay? So we're gonna keep beating on this horse anyway. If it's dead, if it's a dead horse, let's just beat the crap out of it some more. If it ain't dead, then let's just kill it. And we're tired of playing. Y'all think we playing? You know we ain't playing. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with some of my poetry that was written a long time ago. A long time ago, trust me. And we're gonna see how it fit in today. So let me just read this while we waiting for people to come in. And I believe this one is on my channel somewhere too. Journey to the Truth. So you obscure the truth. I find it anyway. Underneath some crap, protected by a trap, smelling like a skunk, mixed with some bull, wrapped up tightly, and covered in some wool. Wool, as in lamb. Lamb as in silenced, silent like thunder, but thunder has a roar. Yeah. So that's when I saw a lion. It made me search for truth. I had to dig deep through some funky ass manure. But then I smelled a rose waiting to be exposed. When it did blossom, the fragrance hit my nose, opening up my pineal gland, and light flooded in, washed away my sin. So I asked her, "Where's you been? Hey, where have you been?" I kissed her on the chin and sat down beside her. And when the truth began, I knew I had to write her. And boy, does she feel good, like common sense should. In boldness, it stood and shone on all falsehoods. Okay? And then she sat beside me. Then she set me free and promised to never leave. And this I do believe, I'm on the truth spree. Did you hear Granny reciting the poem? How you like it? You think that was great? Okay. Where's the phone? You don't need the phone.
They get you every chance they get, Goddess.
I know.
That's how I felt the night we was on Big Dog Philly. I said, these grandbabies just gonna get me every chance. I just had to sit back. And that's how I knew I was so distracted because I had them little babies with me, but I was loving every second of it.
Here, get over like this. I'm trying to get your face from off of there. There you go.
Hey, beautiful. Look at her. Did y'all freeze, Goddess? Or did I freeze? Well, greetings and salutations, family. This is Salima. I'm here as usual on Yasini in the house. We are here to bring a fantastic topic. We are here to discuss the difference between Black people, Indigenous peoples, and humans, and also the solutions and topics that seriously hinder us every day, and where we're not making headway with these topics, why we're not making movement. We're still in these same conversations. We're still at tables talking, so to speak. Well, it's time to move away from tables. That got it.
They give me every time, don't they? Oh my
Every
God.
chance they
Oh
get.
my God.
Every chance.
Thanks for keeping it live.
Hey, no problem.
Did I say my last before? I don't even think I. You know what? Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it over there. I'm
Okay.
not giving y'all the last
Cause
line
y'all
now.
froze and I knew you was talking and I didn't hear. I was like, oh, they got it.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I was just explaining
and
the
I told them
time.
all day. I said I'm
Right, right. They was gonna get us sooner or later,
yeah all day.
but I was just go ahead. But
No, I'm cool. I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
was
Everything. Go for it. I'm
okay.
just
Yeah,
as
I was
anxious
just
as they are.
explaining. Really? Okay, so I'm gonna tell it again since they kicked you out like they've been doing us. I was about to explain the difference between black people, humans, and indigenous beings,
Hmm.
and why there is no come together for us. Because I hear a lot of that talk, oh, if we just came together, it shouldn't matter. But it does matter.
Hmm.
It does matter because our soul is at stake. And what we want as indigenous beings is at stake. When we integrate, when we practice integration, diversity, and what else? Inclusion with other species.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous for us. It is dangerous for indigenous beings to mix. There is no come together. And I know that would be so beautiful for us to just be like, it shouldn't matter what religion we are. It shouldn't matter, our backgrounds. We should just be able to come together. But that's not going to happen. And should
Right.
it happen, indigenous people are going to lose everything we have fought for so far,
Which is a lot.
which
Shit.
is a lot.
Yeah.
So
Too much.
right now, I'm about to define, or I'm going to let it be known the differences between an indigenous being, a black person, and a human being. Okay.
Somebody's got to tell the truth.
Well, we about to get into it.
Yes.
So an indigenous being is like myself. I'm naturally born. I follow natural law.
Hmm.
Human law is my enemy. Period. Man made law is the enemy of the indigenous realm. And if you don't understand that, go back to Oregon versus organic, and you will see what they're doing to our organ realm. They're using man made laws to do this shit, not natural law.
Right.
Oregon is natural law.
They
Okay?
purposely not using natural law.
Yeah, because they can't. We've already made it clear why they can't, because they're chimeras. That's that Baphomet. Right. So I'm an indigenous being, and I desire and thrive for my freedom from humans and black people.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I'll tell you why indigenous beings cannot thrive with black people, because black people are under monotheism. And
Mm-hmm.
monotheism is the gold word for genocide against our people on this realm. Because black people will always be under the colonialism education of these terrorizers, these terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because they don't want freedom. See, I don't want the system.
Right.
Black people want the system. They want to fix it. They want to cajole it. They want freedom within the system.
Mm.
So that means if indigenous people unite with a being, with another entity that only wants recognition from a genocidal system, because black people only want recognition on the world stage for their accomplishments, which they have a right to.
Mm-hmm.
But what they want comes with the beast.
Yeah, his whole system.
So when you're dealing with black people, you have to realize they want what the beast has to offer, which means we are two different entities. Black people want to live within the system safe and soundly. They want to live within the system with all the luxury, convenience, and what did I call it? Comfort that everybody else receives within the system.
Yeah.
And they're never going to get it because they won't recognize who they are. They would rather be the lapdogs of the beast and receive crumbs. So how can I, as an indigenous woman who is trying to free my people from the system, align myself with black people who really do not understand?
Right.
Look, there is none of that. There is no kumbaya. There is no changing the policies. The policy, the bonds are set, period. They set in stone, just like them tablets Moses had. Mm-hmm. Yo shit, how they gonna treat the black people is set in stone. And you will be going through this for eternity, and that will be your hell. And see, and as an indigenous woman, I don't give a fuck about what they got. So if I align myself with you as an indigenous woman, that means I got to give a fuck about what you care about what the beast got, because that's what the fuck you want, and I don't want that.
That's right.
So that's why there will never be a huge come together of black people who are originally Homo sapiens, but they've been thoroughly colonized under monotheism. They've been thoroughly politicized under monotheism. And they will always kick us, indigenous beings. They will always kick us. Black people will always kick us and say, this shit will stop if you would just vote. If you would just use the tools the beast gave us to fight it, all of this would get better.
Right.
You spitting in my motherfucking face with that nonsense. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I am not a lapdog of the beast. I don't want what they got. But I do have a right to comfort. I do have a right to convenience. And I do have a right to luxury. And I shouldn't have to lick nobody's boots to fucking get it.
That's right.
I'm not fucking black. And that's why there will never be a solution for black people. And quit blaming indigenous people because you're willing to keep this fight up. We ain't black. Quit getting mad when we say we ain't black.
Yeah.
So black people have the right to define themselves as they see fit. They do. They got a right to go through this system and fight and believe these lies of the Black Democratic Caucus. Continue to believe the lies of the corporations and the Democrats and the Republicans. Fine. Go through that mental illness. Fine. But don't be dragging us into it. Stop dragging us into it. Stop acting like the indigenous man and woman. There's something wrong with us because we refuse to keep having these conversations with the beast, because that's all the beast got for us. It's empty financial regurgitation. And they proven that in this last election when you motherfuckers got nothing. And the transgenders and the Asians and everybody else got everything. They promised you wage hike, knowing inflation was coming.
Right.
They promised you fair housing after the pandemic. They made a lot of promises to you people, to black people who are going to run and vote. Did they keep one motherfucking promise to you niggas?
Never.
But then you spit on us and say it's the indigenous people. Oh, you don't vote, or you don't trust the beast no more. What's one more lie? What's one more promise broken? Because that's how you niggas act. And we're tired of it.
Immune to it.
So now, because the system is ran by humans, you've got black people who are willing to stay in contract with humans that run the system. And you're willing to vote. You're willing to continue to educate yourselves and your children within that system. And then you'll tell the indigenous beings, it's our fault this shit is falling apart. Let me tell you something. It's not our fault. It's supposed to fall apart. They're not even supposed to be here. But because you received their education and you believe that what they've taught you is so much more important. Let me tell you something, black man. These motherfuckers got you paying chess on a board, thinking it is the greatest game ever created. And that is the game of generals. If you want to win in life, you play chess. Fuck your chessboard. Them motherfuckers, this system got you locked into believing your life can be won on the board when you got a whole motherfucking rail you supposed to be maneuvering. But you worried about chess set. Because this is what the beast told you. Real men do. Real thinkers do. There is no kumbaya for none of us. I am a different species from humans. And the only race on this planet is the race to get out of this hell. Because as long as black people believe there's a white race and there's a black race and there's a this, no, you're uneducated. And indigenous beings cannot work with uneducated people. The only beings that are going to work with black people are the people who miseducated you and the people that could continue to use and abuse you through the miseducation that they gave you. Facts. The only people that can really work with black people are the people that can fucking use you. If they can't use you, they don't want to be bothered with you. And that's the dilemma you're in. Because who wants to see somebody coming that always want to, you know, that's what they want. They can't think for themselves. They can't. Coding, every invention was created by somebody that looked like this. And that's another reason why we can't get along with black people. The pillar of knowledge is open. All pillars of the library is open. Yet I hear nobody spitting nothing new. No new science. Y'all still talk a circular political game. Talk a circular religious. Always looking in the past. Let me tell you, Bob Marley said it. You cannot find who we are in the past. I don't care how much paper you read. Quit saying y'all phenomenal people, but you're afraid to go forward and create your own future. Black people are afraid to go forward and create their own future. They need a fucking tether to the past. That's gone for you. The war. They made sure during the war you would have no tether. So that you would flounder, and you fucking floundering. And you willing to depend on the people who cut your tether to who you are. You willing to depend on the people who cut the very tether to who you are. And you want indigenous people to kumbaya with you so you can kumbaya with your greatest enemy? What the fuck? I'm in a fight for my life. That means I'm fighting for everything I ever pushed out of my body. And every generation after them. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Every invention you make, you want to go share it with your enemy. You want to go patent it. That's why they got a right to it, because you do what? You go patent it. If you wouldn't patent it, they wouldn't have a right to it. It's yours. You believe their power of their pen and paper is more powerful than anything you do. How can I, as a free indigenous mind, know that after a while the paper's just going to fall away? I'm the book. I'm the library. I'm the pillar. But no, this y'all, and this is why I study with y'all like this, because you cannot let go unless you have a tether. So I give you the best tethers that I know of to help you. Because the truth is here. But let this be the real truth. There will be no kumbaya. Indigenous people cannot kumbaya with the beast. We can't. It hate us. That's why that last Salima's got something to say about it. I was dumbfounded by the black man. Like, do he not know all the information about all these women he talking about that's better than me? Like, this woman can't even have a baby without my uterus. But I'm masculine. So yeah, there is no coming together of the whole planet. There is no coming together of black people and indigenous beings, because black people are always going to believe that they can use the tools that their own enemy gave them to fight it. I don't know how many different ways. You believe their system of voting is going to help you improve your life. You're mentally ill. You believe the education, in which none of us have ever gotten higher, but their children, generational, repeatedly fill up these same warden seats of the open air penal colony. Senators, governors, mayors, they're wardens of the open air penal colonies, the cities that you live in. And you keep sending your kids to school, and they keep sending their kids to their schools, and you keep sending your kids to their schools so that your kids can work for their children. We don't get it. And then you say there's something wrong with us when we won't participate in the system we know set up like that. And we can't help y'all. There is no help for people who are afraid to fight. Because really, that's how indigenous people see black people. When you go vote, when you put them in when you put your kids in their schools, when you won't do it for yourself. And like I said, we all in the system. We all need the system in some way. But you're not even trying to wean yourself off the system. Y'all full blast. McDonald's, churches, TV, everything. It's all here for listen, when the ball drops, those that have been preparing ourselves, to live outside of luxury, comfort, and convenience? Because there is no doing this with y'all. I don't know no other way to put it. Black people and indigenous people are two different beings. Period. And we always will be. And we have to remain that way because we have to be able to show our future generation, indigenous children, how to fight the beast. And the first part of fighting the beast is don't go into the beast of the belly. They're going to make what their realm look good. It's going to taste good. It's going to feel good. It's going to fuck good. Okay? But trust me, what's good on this tongue? In the belly, baby. In the belly. So the most powerful superpower that we as indigenous beings, and I'm going to keep saying it, is abstinence. You have to remain abstinence as much as you can. Abstain for what you can of the realm. Use what you can utilize, but abstain from what you don't need. You know you don't need to abstain from it. It's just another addiction. That's why I said humans are the greatest addiction the Homo sapien has ever been given. Because they need to quantum entanglement. They need forced quantum entanglement in order to do this shit on this realm. And for some reason, the human, we're not so easy, or we're not so readily to just kill them for whatever reason. So they're using this human as a means, as their gain of function on our realm, so that they could continue to contract with us and be on this realm. See, and we don't want that.
Right.
See, as an indigenous beings, I realize humans should not be here. But black people have a contract that they like with the humans. They don't care that they suffer under the contract. They like the contract. They like the comfort, luxury, and convenience that the human brings with them. It doesn't matter that the contract also brings pain, mortality, because your contract with the human ends your contract with immortality.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the shit that the conscious community ain't telling you. Your contract with the human ends your contract with immortality. Because the human comes with what? Dis-ease. Their food, their education, their entertainment, their hypersexuality, their miseducation, their mental, emotional disruption, because they're doing all this shit because of the food and the entertainment. So yeah. So I don't want the human here because this is what it comes with. And I'm looking at my realm. I live in a realm where they have stripped it. And you know this is a backwards ass world. Let me tell you why. Because they want to get rid of the tent city in Los Angeles for the residents, most who were born and raised here, right? But then they want to build a tent city in Chicago for immigrants, right?
Right.
And that's the system you believe in. You feel like if you vote, that might make sense, huh? Motherfucker gone with that nonsense. Let me tell you, black man and black woman, you got to get it together. You worse off than what Carter G. Woodson ever said about the miseducation of the Negro. At this point in time, your mentality is almost at ground zero, baby.
Sad.
And I don't mean to insult you. I want to wake up those who want to come out. That's it. For everybody that want to stay, this ain't for you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't get mad at me. I'm not talking to you. I'm not here to indoctrinate you to be indigenous. I'm just here to relate the differences and why indigenous, there ain't no kumbaya for all of us. Because these are the realities Black people don't want to face when they feel like they need allies to fight the beast. And you're not going to get it because you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. And you don't know what you're capable of because you allow the beast to continue to educate you. Under patriarchy and monotheism. If I had continued allow the beast to educate me under patriarchy and monotheism, would you think I'd be able to see what I see and do what the fuck I do? No. My mind is way beyond a fucking chessboard, baby. Chessboard? Man, come out to the fields and think how I think. Come see what I see.
Phenomenal.
So these are the things that Blacks aren't willing to face up, that they will never have any allies as long as they trust their enemy. Because people, indigenous people of their right mind, and we're looking at Black people stand hold hands with their enemy. It's like, and we're standing back as indigenous people like, really? Like, they want us to really be a part of this shit. They really want us to be a part of this shit. And I'm noticing that when I go to different dimensions of the so-called conscious community, that we have to be wary as indigenous people that we're often on platforms or in spaces, real life physical spaces with either Black people or humans. And that neither one is our ally.
What? Of course not.
Neither one is our ally because they got it good with the system they in. They done proved that. They love it. They gonna stay the course with it. And I'm all right with that. But I want indigenous beings who might become, because the Black people keep pushing, oh, we could do it if we do it together. Not while you still holding the hand of the beast. We ain't. Ain't y'all ready to go back under a new mandate? A new pandemic? Is you gonna follow through? You gonna get the new shot?
Of course they are.
How can you be my ally? Poisoning yourself. Trusted the man, get the fuck out of here. Do you see the insanity? Yeah. There will never, ever be an ally for the Black man and woman. The indigenous man and woman don't have no ally in the system. That's like saying the Underground Railroad was real.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, we need to clear. Look, I don't mind coming out and making it clear who I am and what I recognize other beings to be. And like I said, the Black person has the right to define themselves as they see fit. Humans have a right to define themselves as they see fit. And I have a right to say openly what I see when I'm looking at you and dealing with you or contracting with you. Because I realize on this realm, every word, every thought, everything I do is a contract. Every idea.
Yeah.
And I have dominion over my mind. And dominion says the Black man and woman is not my friend. They're not my ally.
Right.
They can't be because they trust the beast. Look how they talking about coding.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Black people can't never see the bigger picture. All they see is just something fucking new. Oh, we could get in on it. We finally have a chance to make money. Oh, we could. Oh. It's the beast, bitch. It's still the beast. So yeah, this hit me. And the great goddess and the great mother father is like, we have to set clear lines and define who and what we are and make it clear. Now, the indigenous man and woman, you, not me, but this is my definition of me as an I have no allies in that arena.
Right.
I'm weaning myself out of colonialism. I'm weaning myself mentally. I'm weaning myself physically, soulfully, through my vocally. I'm weaning myself off. So how can I do that if I'm going to continue to be a glutton on the system and receiving ass whoopings from the system?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, like we said when we did the genocidal PowerPoint of the open air penal colonies, Black people have cognitive dissonance, PTSD, and I don't remember the other one you said, but that too.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are always believe that at some point it's going to get better with their abuser.
Exactly.
And you're taking out generations of children. Future generations of children, because you believe as a Black person, this situation of abuse will get better with your abuser.
Why would it?
Generations. How many more generations of children do we have to lose before you understand? Mm. The system is set up the way it is because it's supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with the system. It works as it's supposed. The system is supposed to abuse you. The system is supposed to kick your ass. The system is supposed to spit on you. The system is supposed to drown you. The system is supposed to eat you because it's a fucking vampire. And you're so busy trying to be its friend, trying to wait till it grows empathy in its soul.
Nope. They're not going to get no empathy. And that's what makes them sociopaths and psychopaths.
And that's what also makes the Black man and woman a sociopath and psychopaths. Because you, at this day and age, after more than 100 years of voting and marching and doing all this other shit, that you don't get it yet, that you still like this, that means they are permanently programmed to the system. Let that go. Let them go. This is for my people who wonder what the fuck is wrong with these people. They gone. You gotta let them go. And that's what I mean. You have to let them go. Love them, hate them, but fucking leave them. Because the beast is about to fall. And it's not going to be what you think it is. And guess what? The Black man and woman are going to come after you, indigenous man and woman, because they're going to believe that all of this shit will stop if you come under the wing of the beast. That means what? They have decided to become the new pawns of the beast against the indigenous man and the woman. So hold on, because they're going to put you under a lot of pressure. Because they do it every year. They always come out and say, well, this all happened because you didn't vote. No, they don't want to admit that it happened because there's a policy that has been in place since the fucking 1800s to do this shit to your melanated ass, you dumb motherfucker. But they telling you, oh, it wouldn't have happened if all the Black people would just get to the fucking voting box. Man, fuck you. And I don't mind telling them, cutting them straight to the bone, get the fuck out of my face. When they come up and say, would you like to sign our, whatchamacallit? No, because that means I would have the mind of a minor. I don't have a mind of the minor. I'm a majority. Majority people don't sign shit. We don't march. If I'm marching somewhere, it's probably come fuck you up. Old people ain't got time to come march to come talk to you. I'm too old for that shit. If I gotta come march to you, I'll probably come fuck you up.
Okay.
Fuck you. I'm not coming to march to have words and receive your olive branch of lies. These motherfuckers been lying to you for hundreds of years and they ain't gonna stop. And as long as the black man and woman, the black caucus, the Democrats and the Republicans is gonna keep playing this game, so be it. Fuck y'all. So be it. But black woman and black man, be aware you have no fucking allies. And anything that fucking befall your ass in this system, you got it coming. Because you've been warned. The same way white people get warned, quit calling us niggas. We don't like it. We don't like that. Just like y'all don't care if y'all kill us on camera, we don't care if we whoop your ass all over the place either. We don't like it. So black people, we don't like it when you come to us. The same way white people come to y'all, call you niggas and spit on you and shit. We don't like it when you come to us with that and say, oh, this would end if you would just kumbaya and wait for them to have empathy and change the policy, you dumb fuck. No. You are your master's lapdog. And I love y'all. I love y'all, but I'm going to call y'all out. If you black and you voting and you doing all this shit, you practicing their medicines, you knowing what this shit is. You a fucking lapdog. We not going to keep saying we want us free, but we not willing to call out who these lapdogs are. Judges, lawyers, doctors, psychologists, professors. All universities are foreign agent offices. That's why they all filled with foreign students. You dumb fucks. They get a different education from you. So yeah, here goes the truth that they are not going to tell you. This is the truth that the indigenous beings been trying to tell you while you kicking us and spitting on us because he didn't give you what you wanted because you couldn't turn enough niggas to get, and that's what this is really about. That, see, they making promises to the black man and woman that if they can turn us, oh, more money would come to your communities. If you could turn us and get us to vote, more money would come to your schools. Or if you could turn us, more money. Fuck you. You don't know yet that they lying? Fuck the black caucus. Fuck Democrats. Fuck Republicans. Fuck your policies. Fuck your politics. You've been getting lied to for hundreds of years and then you kicking us and spitting on us. Telling us this shit'll end if you just do what the beast say. How dare you? Fuck you. Why would I do what my enemy say? That makes you cowards. You know why I had a heart attack? Because I realized I was a fucking coward. I was too afraid to make a decision and stand up. Never again. Living in fear will tear your soul from your body. That is your first contract. You cannot be on this realm without your soul. You made a contract with your mind, body, and soul. And because I was living in fear and would not stand up and be my authentic self, I almost broke my contract and died. I'm not a coward. I will never be a coward again in this life. So I'm calling y'all out. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like my tears. I'm a woman. I ain't got to deliver my message like a man. I'm not a professional. I am the goddess. And these are straight facts, and this is the truth. Fuck y'all. There is no kumbaya with the beast. And anybody that tell you different is a liar. And they're going to get a payment for your soul, for you being here in hell. That's why people can't understand that with my smile. Like, how do you look the way you look? How do you do what you do? How do you think what you think? Because I refuse to live in motherfucking fear. I live in the I am. I have dominion over my mind. Y'all better fucking make a stand. You got to make a stand. Learn the skills you need to survive out of the system. Heal yourself. Herbalism. Grow your own food. Feed yourself. Educate yourself. Have dominion over your own mind. And then you have control over your soul. Goddess, if you want to kick in at any time, you can. I'm sorry. You know how I get.
Girl, I'm telling you, I have been waiting with them to hear you.
I'm sorry.
But
it just
back them up.
I'm not sorry. Because this need to be said. And I'm tired of our people being afraid to say this shit and put it out there. It's time. We cannot keep saying, get free, but we won't give them the tools to get free. So, excuse me. If you go back to organ versus organic, you'll learn about the foods you need out the system. Because a man that controls his own desire to feed himself is a free man. That was the purpose of organ versus organic. Anybody that wants to know more, cash at me, come holler at me. Because people that can feed themselves, when the beast get ready to make you bow down and kiss his ass, because he is, because that's what happened with the riots. See, when we showed up and said, oh, no, we working too hard. We working too hard for you to treat us like this, to talk to us. What did they do? They divested. And by the time they divested financially, they divested the jobs, and then they divested the man out of his home, right? You have been educated in his system too long to have a fucking backup plan. You have been too long divested and educated in his system to have a backup plan. So black people ain't gonna never have no backup plan for the beast because he trusts them. They love him. So indigenous people, you got to get the fuck on. You got to get the fuck on. There is no kumbaya. The only race is the race to ascension away, to ascend away from the catastrophe and the chaos that is about to befall the humans and the black people that love them and can't let go of the system. Because when you see black people complaining about services, it's not that the beast is not doing their job. They know they're not supposed to be here. That's why the services keep being pulled back. See, social services for social security have been being reneged and pulled back, right? Services for education have been reneged and pulled back because they have to leave. And the only reason why they can't is because the black person can't let them go because they don't want to believe in the reality that they're not supposed to be mixing with this thing.
Yeah.
See, so pay attention to the rail. Look at all the services people are complaining about. The city services, trash not getting picked up. They are supposed to be gone. But because black people believe they have a right to the system that fucks them over, they're going to linger. And they're going to linger and show their ass Because why? They have to service themselves before they ever service you. Because this is why the black man will always and black woman will always get fucked over. You believe your house is your home. I know this whole realm is my home. The only thing I have on my home is a shelter to protect me from the elements. If I don't want to get rained on, if I don't want to get snowed on, I have a shelter. But I am at home, and not because of the box I'm in. I'm at home because of the land I'm standing on within the realm I'm in. So when it comes to being human and black, their definition of the realm will always be limited. Because indigenous beings can always expound on what the fuck a human or a black person is saying. Because your education is limited, which is why I can always outthink, outtalk, and outmaneuver you. And no shit you will never know. I like that. I love your corona.
I said I'm about to disappear.
I love your corona. It's glowing. You got that glow, baby.
It's right here. I'm gazing at it.
That's beautiful.
Every
You like you like one of those goddesses. Oh, for real. You like a straight goddess about to come through the screen.
And I can feel the heat straight through the closed window. It's like,
man,
it's shining on me. It feels good.
So yeah, this is the lines that need to be drawn.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm going to continue to speak out for indigenous beings and indigenous women. Because like I said, we're in the arena to free our people, to free our realm from these beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as they're here, there's always going to be some destruction. But we can't free ourselves from them unless we know who we're dealing with. We have to know what a human is. You have to really know what a black person is. You see? So that you can have a clear idea of the real playing field.
Mm-hmm.
And who's on your realm and who you're really dealing with. Because we've been giving these half truths about these entities we're dealing with. And these entities ain't what they say they is. Not in reality.
Right.
And most of them are what this new term NPC, you know, they're just here.
Yeah. Taking up
But my thing is they all gotta go. And ain't nobody gonna get gone unless we as the indigenous beings hold firm to who we are and be the pillars of our people. We can no longer be the pillars of the society. We can no longer save humans. Us saving humans is over. And that's another reason black people are dangerous to us. Because black people don't mind saving humans. Now, and I don't mean like in a bad way. Like if I'm out and about and I see a human child in danger, I'm going to help the child. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I don't mean that way. I mean black people have a habit of saving a system that is fucking them over.
Oppressive to them.
Right. The same system for the humans that you like is the same system that's oppressing you. So that's why black people are dangerous, because they don't understand that the very humans they love are never going to undo the system that they get. So black people do not want freedom. Let's get that clear. Black people want recognition on the world stage for their accomplishments within this realm. And they want that, like I said, they have a right to that because they've done quite a bit. Right. But we as indigenous beings, we don't want the attention of humans at all. We don't. Real indigenous beings don't want the attention of humans because what does that come with?
Disease.
Destruction and death.
Yes.
So that is the difference. So if you say you feel like you can't be indigenous and you're going to stay amongst humans, that's okay. But let's be clear, the real indigenous beings, we don't want no relationship with humans. We don't want a relationship with the system. We're weaning ourselves off. We're teaching ourselves skills and have acquired skills that if something happened tomorrow, I got my bug out bag, I got my herbalism bag, and I'm out. I can walk away from this structure. I can sleep up under a fucking tree, trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this system is gone. And the only reason why it's lingering is because of the people, of the black people that like it, that feel, they still trust it. They believe that they could make it work somehow. If they work a little bit harder.
Right.
If they vote, So, like I said, black people are mentally ill and they're dangerous. And so that's why a lot of times when I see these chats or panels going on, I have to be careful before I jump on them. Because I don't want to get in arguments with humans and black people. I really just want to vibe with indigenous beings and ascended beings. And it's easy to tell black people among them because they'll be the most ignorant. They'll always get off the original topic. You see, and that's how you know they're Jesuits and humans and shit like that. They can't stay on topic. They're combative verbally. You know what I mean? They can't think outside the 3D education. And anytime you challenge that education, they want you to prove it. Why?
Okay.
Why do I got you don't make the system prove they lies to you. Y'all been going along with them just fine. Because if what I said cannot be proven by your memory and by your eyesight and what you've been put through, then either you're stupid or you really are a bot within the system. And this message ain't for you. Anybody telling me to prove it, this ain't for you. Because I tell you what to do all the time. I tell you to go get the skills of herbalism. Yaki's out there. I tell you to go get the skills of carpenters so you can build your own rough structures of housing. Because this 3D matrix houses that fell apart. I tell you to go learn how to build rain catchment systems in hoop houses because I do. And the only problem with my answers is the solutions is because they don't look like the white man's. They don't look, it's not the answer of the system. Oh, there isn't a whole community for you to just walk to out of the system. See, that's what the fuck you black niggas want. You always want to be fucking handed something. There is no community for you to walk into when you leave this corrupt system. You got to go learn it, and then you got to build it. And if you don't understand that, you still a bitch ass motherfucker. Our people have been making a way out of no way for years. For hundreds of thousands, and it ain't a way out of no way. We have had the ability to always manifest what we need, require, and desire. And y'all have just gotten scared to do that because your enemy / kumbaya partner got you believing that his knowledge and what he's produced, which is really the shit we produced and he used against us, is colder than anything we could produce without him. And that's what I mean when I say y'all fucking cowards. How can indigenous people work with black people? Because every time we start building on these platforms and shit, the first thing I hear coward ass black people say is, "What, they gonna come along? Come along and do what? Nothing." That's Jesuit talk. That's fear.
They're waiting for reparations.
Man, listen. So yeah, we have to make a clear, decisive line, the difference between humans, the difference between black people and why they are more dangerous than humans to the indigenous people. Because as of now, they are like that movie The Terminator, when the Terminator finally got John Connor. So instead of John Connor protecting humanity, now he protecting the AI. So now instead of the black man and black women doing the job that they were originally supposed to do as the indigenous, they've been turned by the AI. They're now the pawns of the AI. And who are they sicking them on? Us. Mm-hmm. You won't vote. You, it's all your fault. How is it my fault that the system don't work? You see what I'm saying? How is it the fault of any black man or woman that the system is whooping our ass? And that's why I say, when you start breaking down these questions, breaking down their political talk, their science talk, with realistic, intelligent questions, their logic starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
And that's when you know there is no intelligence. Black people are not educated. Black people are trained to sustain the system. Understand? Black people are not educated. They are trained to sustain and maintain the corrupt system. Yeah. And that's all we're ever going to get from them. And that'll always be their democracy, monotheism, religion. You see what I'm saying? Politics.
Yeah.
And that's what the system is. Education, entertainment. So I just wanted to put that out there. And I know I'm going to be hurt a few feelings, and I'm all right with that. I have to be. Because y'all killing us.
Somebody's got to tell the truth. And there you have it. And you know, some of y'all was resonating at the things that she said. And you still might not want to, sit this vote out. Sit it out. You really think a corporation is going to let you choose who the president of this company is? You think? Would you? You build a company and, you're going to pick your president of that company. You're going to pick your vice president. These people that they put on tickets have money and they pay to get on that ballot. They pay because they're in a secret society, Freemasonry, among other secret societies. They pay when they're Jesuits. And it comes with rules. Even though, they're all just actors. Go out there and play your role. Read these scripts. You see them being scripted. Why is it okay for some motherfucker, probably in China, to write your speech? Biden, and then put them on a teleprompter and force them to read from that teleprompter instead of like Trump used to do and go off script all the time and shit. Like, what does it matter? Nobody's fucking listening. They're just there for the event. They don't know what the fuck he said. They don't see that motherfucking Freemason Bible and Satanic Bible that Biden used to swear in. We put all of that shit under the microscope, and that's what it is. We go under the microscope, as Khalid Muhammad would say. Let's lift up the skirt of the Pope. See what all kind of bullshit he got up there in his skirt, deep his skirt. Okay. Shit. He already told you, hey, Susios ain't coming back. Would it be prudent? In its nasty ass place. It's too fucked up for him to return. So stop looking for him. Stop looking. He's not coming back. He never was here. He's never coming here. And if he is, prove it. Yeah. Don't like it when we turn it back on you and shit. Prove it. Show me Moses' burial site. Show me Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John's burial site. Show me anyone's in the Bible's burial site. Because they should have one. Because they're only like, in the last 6,000 years or so, maybe give or take 3,000-4,000 more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In the book, I don't know if it's Revelation or not, but Paul tells you that all of these stories are allegories. So whether they stole our shit and changed it up, we know that. We know the truths that are in that book, just like everybody else do. And we also know the falsehoods that's in that book. Is it based on history? Yeah, probably ours. The indigenous ones. Now, I don't see anybody lining up and jumping over borders to get to Africa. They're not. But they'll kill themselves and drown trying to get over here.
Facts.
We know this our land. We made out of it's the same thing that the dirt here is made out of. We resonate with this land. The people who won't go on and say it, then you're not from here then. Shit. These must be these niggas Salima is talking about. Maybe y'all ain't indigenous. If y'all want to sleep with the beast and mate with the beast, then maybe y'all just niggas. Okay? You're not indigenous. It's like she said, like we don't even want to fuck with humans. And niggas either. Yeah, and it's embarrassing. And now we have to work harder than a motherfucker to undo all this bullshit. That's why I'm here. That's why Salima's here. Somebody gotta decolonize you mofos. And so we always gonna continue to tell it like it is. If somebody's feelings is hurt, then don't watch the channel. Let it be known by now that we're not biting our tongue, we're not holding back on shit. We never have. Never have, never will. Okay? Don't force me to write another poem about Negroes. Okay?
In fact, so my thing is when we're dealing with Black people, if they really want the power, so I'm going to give a solution for Black people.
Yes.
That they have not done for themselves. If they really want recognition on the world stage for their accomplishments, and they want the economic power that would come with the recognition, then my suggestion is go to a platform called Alux. It's on YouTube. Now you could tell it's a mostly system channel. You could tell it's that type of platform. But one of the most powerful videos that I ever saw was called "Would the Rich Teach Their Children That the Poor Don't?"
Mm.
And in that video, one of the things that she said was that the poor don't teach their children how to read. And everybody got upset, like, "Are you acting like?" I said, yeah, you don't know how to read, because if you knew how to read, you would not vote. If you knew how to read, you would never say you were a citizen of this thing. You see what I'm saying? So she's right. You do not read with understanding. If you've read your whole life, but you've never read with a dictionary, everything you've ever read, you do not know how to. You have never read with understanding. You understand? So, one of the things that Black people used to do was they had the ability, with the education that was provided them at one time, was they had the ability to invent things that were needed for this realm. See, but they only invented things based on the programming that the system gave them, saying, "Oh, well, we need this for cars. The car ain't working right," or "We need this for traffic," or "We need this for the medical system." So Blacks have only invented things based on the 3D matrix of the colonization, which means they've only invented things that the colony has needed, not us as a people.
Okay.
Now I'm about to I just took you off the chessboard. You only, under the education, under the colonial 3D matrix education that you've been given, Black people, because you are brilliant minded, but you've only invented things that the colony has needed within this realm, not that which you have needed.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the ability to solve the problems of the other peoples of the realm.
Right.
But because you're afraid to think outside of the 3D dimensional colonization education you've been given, you haven't been able to come up with anything influential other than working with the AI, because that is the program that you've been given towards technology. So it's either technology or it's a medical technology, because they're going to industrialize the medical system with this mRNA bullshit, whatever. But that's all you inventing things that this 3D metric says it needs. That's not you inventing freestyle. That's you inventing within the realm and the boundaries of the chessboard of the 3D matrix. And then what do? You invent the things that the matrix needs, and then you go share it, because the matrix needs it. It needed stoplights because these niggas be flying. You know what I'm saying? It did need certain things. It does make sense. But you have yet to invent something for yourself, Black man and woman, that you need within this paradigm. You've only invented things that the matrix, that everybody within the matrix needs across the system. That's different from inventing for yourself. So Black man and woman, here is a suggestion for you. If you want the world recognition and economic freedom that you claim you want, invent something for the realm that is just for you. And you have to be able to create it beyond the colonized 3D matrix. Because if you don't have the ability to expound and invent beyond the matrix, you will never have what you want. You will only be inventing within the educational boundaries that they've given you. And I'm telling you, black man and woman, that if you can create inventions that can help this whole fucking realm, you can create something that can help you. And that will make you an exclusivity. See, right now, you're not in exclusivity. All the world is mimicking your dance. All the world is mimicking your hair. All the world is mimicking your lips, ass, and butt. So you don't have any exclusivity amongst yourself right now. So the black woman and man have to become an exclusive thing right now. And you have not done that because you've let too many people in. So this is the solution that y'all claim. Ain't nobody, y'all always talking about the problem. Well, we know what the fucking problem is. We already know that. This is the solution. You have to become an exclusive item again, and you are no longer exclusive. You have not shown you can build business. You've shown you can work in the business world, but because of redlining and all this other bullshit, they're going to keep you below them. So now you have to invent beyond the 3D matrix and become an exclusive item again. And until you do that, you will not get the attention of the world stage that you really want. You'll just be known for dancing and shucking and shiving and all this other shit and talking in circles and fucking with the beast. And like the Mac said, motherfucker, can you do that? And I know the black woman and man can, because you've been doing it, but you have yet to do it for yourself. Now, that's the introspection that the black race, as you choose to call yourself, needs to take upon yourself. What can we do to become exclusive again upon our realm so that we will stop getting kicked around by the system? So I don't know if you don't think that's a valuable solution, but I think that is a real solution for black people. If you want to change the dilemma that you're in, stop letting your daughters be Nicki Minaj bots. Stop letting your sons be little Drakes, and start exercising your mind beyond the 3D matrix education, because their education is done. Because if it could go higher, why is the next step the robot? When we as Homo sapiens, we know. We're just getting started. We as indigenous beings, we just getting started. This knowledge and shit we kicking, the black man and woman can't fuck with that because they love the system, and I'm all right with that. But since you choose to keep coming in indigenous circles, pointing the finger at us, here's a solution. This is on me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. Yep, you can have that solution. And if you don't run with it, so be it. And don't think it's the indigenous black. Don't think it's the indigenous man's and woman job to invent and help you with the beast. I just did help you with the beast. I just gave you the greatest instructions. Now, if you cannot follow them, that is not my problem. But that is a solution. Goddess, what did you think of that solution for the black man and woman if they want some of this shit to stop?
I think try it. If you don't try it, you already plan to fail.
What do you have to lose? Because as far as I'm concerned, y'all have nothing. They've lied to you on everything. The only people that got something out the last election was the transgenders. They about to give a new program. You thought the gift was just the uterus program. No, the gift is also anybody that went through transition get a universal income for the rest of their life.
Now,
2 gifts. You get to steal my uterus, and you get money for the rest of your life for doing it.
Wow. This place is insane.
So yeah, that is the only solution I see for black people, because right now the indigenous being is exclusive.
Right.
We are exclusive because you don't have access to us like that. Even if you see me, I'm still exclusive. What I have, the knowledge that I have, who else has this shit?
Nobody.
Ha! Yeah, I'm exclusive, baby. And that's what the black woman and man got to do if they want to survive this fucking realm, and you ain't been. You been kumbaya with these motherfuckers, being all sherry and friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I say I am not here for all these other races, I'm not. Now, whatever is open on open airwave and they can use it to help their people, so be it. But I'm here for mine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yep, I'm here for me and mine. Elderberry.
And it's a good offer to the Negroes to accept, and nobody else has even came up with anything
on this realm. Nobody.
No plans, nothing. No how
the
to.
The only indigenous is a young lady who created a bandage or some kind of test strip that'll help you. She did what Elizabeth Holmes claimed she could do, but she did it honestly.
What does the test strip do?
Something about it shows when something is infected or not. It's more like a bandage that changes colors and lets you know. She came up with a whole slew of ideas. So, you got all these false sciences. These people have shown you they run out of ideas. They run out of, look, they had women 5 years ago cutting off their breast, talking about, oh, we found some genetic marker that says you have a variant to get breast cancer. And in a preemptive strike, women like Angelina Jolie, a public figure, one of them, were cutting off their motherfucking titties. Right? Yeah, this was all in the news. Do you know that shit turned out to be fucking fake and false?
I was going to say, ain't Angelina Jolie really a man?
I wouldn't give a. I don't care.
Brad Pitt is the woman.
My point is that we're following sciences that have people mutilating themselves. Because black women did this too to their bodies. Because a lot of them had aunts and grandmothers that had breast cancers. So because of this so-called breast cancer genetic marker test, they were getting this test and wanted to find out if they were predisposed to get breast cancer too. And some of them were coming up, yes. And they were getting all their breasts cut off. Do you understand what I'm saying? The women are you're following a science that has you butchering yourself out of fear that ain't even fucking real. And now, what were those women supposed to get back after they cut off their titty? Nothing. Because who told you to follow this science?
Nobody. And they're only supposed to be practicing medicine. So you're not cutting off shit, just practicing.
So, yeah, black people are lost within the system. They are mentally lost within the system. And the only way they're going to save themselves is if they become an exclusive group again. And they can't. Because the attention that they've been given on the world stage is enough for most of them.
Yeah.
It's enough. Okay, I don't mind if you appropriate me. Take my dancing, take my thoughts. We know that these businesses don't work unless we come to your funky little meetings and sit and give you our great ideas. I mean, they refuse to become exclusive again. They're so afraid of what they're going to miss if they make that beast bow down and say, look, we're not giving you shit else.
Wouldn't that be a day?
Well, like I say, it's easier for them to blame us, the indigenous being, for not participating and say this is the reason that the black man and woman is going through this, than for them to realize the reality that you are in bed with an enemy that will never change, is never going to change, is going to continue to kick your ass, and kill you and do whatever it wants to you.
For sure.
because you are proving that you refuse to let it go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, somebody's gonna get a eureka moment, and then who knows? Who knows who's gonna get sparked or lit?
I hope something gets sparked and lit because I'm tired of them acting like they don't know what's going on. And they're willing to be led by all these strange people they don't know. Like they don't know me either. But I mean,
Yeah.
come on, at some point you got to be able to discern a real, like it's like they cannot discern real people from the system
Right.
or
True.
people that are of the system. So yes, there are real people who are in the system who that are real, but there are more people who are not, and you refuse to let go of those people because
Yep.
for indigenous beings, isolation is real.
It sure the fuck is.
Indigenous people know isolation is real. There is no large group. Every now and then I'm in a group because it's a specific thing going on, but other than that, I'm isolated.
Mm.
Solitude is your guide. Solitude is your guide.
That's right.
And if you can't be by yourself, you're not going to be able to become a pillar.
Right. For sure you
Pil-
not.
Pillars have to be able to stand alone.
Yeah. For sure. Some people don't like themselves enough to stay by themselves. A lot of people are needy, extremely, extremely needy.
Right. And that's another thing with me being off the grid, to be able to go days without electronics, hearing another voice,
Mm-hmm.
talking to people. Like I really have to entertain myself. I have to entertain myself. So I can't always go out to be entertained. Instead of being entertained, I have to entertain myself
Mm-hmm.
instead of going out to be entered and attained by something else.
Wow.
So yeah, being indigenous is not easy, but being black sure can't be easy because they is cock. Hey, as far as hey,
I
the
know they got that indoctrination full and that cognitive dissonance line high.
it's on high.
Oh my God, turn that shit down some.
They can't.
Yeah,
And every time and it's funny how when I'm engaged with them, how they just give me this crazy look like they want to know more,
yeah.
but it's like almost unfathomable to them.
It's intriguing. It's showing up on my platform. There, somebody's watching hard. A
Right,
lot of different videos. A
right,
lot.
because and that's what I said. At some point, other indigenous women are going to pick up that Bible and understand that you are a part of the generations of women that wrote that Bible.
Mhm.
Because all they did was take the original knowledge and try to, uh, uh, phallus it to death.
Yeah, they write it out with the Greeks and the Romans, and they perverted that shit. That's why. That's why it's so much murder and perversion in that book.
Right. So, will you, as a goddess, once you begin to ascend and see through the veil, the book ain't what it says. Nothing I've said about the Bible is how any pastor has ever taught it.
Right.
Nothing. It has nothing to do with what none of these motherfuckers have ever said. And it always have made me sick to my stomach when I see our people try to align themselves with the sickest, most vile group of people in these books. Like, these people were sick. Solomon was sick. And you don't understand that they were even people. These were whole penal colonies. Look at the behavior. David was a penal colony. Solomon was a penal. No one man has 700 wives. That's a fucking penal colony. Come on, people.
And why is they telling people that the poor in spirit is gonna be the ones to go to heaven? The poor in spirit is one of the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes are all fucked up. Like, why is they telling people this shit? The meek shall inherit the earth. The meek is the motherfucking weak. And they're not inheriting shit. They can get in this portal right now.
That's it. That's it. So all they're saying is that those humans who follow and those Homo sapiens who follow their edict is going to inherit the reward, which is a long, slow death of working your whole fucking life, being abused mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, and then being reborn back into the shit again.
Or guess who you get to kick it with once again once you get up there? Them people.
No, thank you. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of them on this realm. I've had enough of them. Man, so yeah, we got to start having real talk, and we haven't been. And I'm leery of people who want to be professional. And that's all right to be. And that's why I love Doe Eye's show the other day about, and that's why I asked, what is are we really looking for teachers, or are we looking just for content creators? Because there's a difference.
Of course. I'm
not a content creator. This is not this content been out. I'm reading for, how old is the Bible? So I haven't created any content. All I've chosen to do is reveal the truth of the content we've had for hundreds of years that's being taught to you the wrong way. That's a difference.
Purposely taught the wrong way.
Purposely and circularly, so that you will stay lost.
Yep, it's perpetual. Definitely perpetual.
So yeah, these are the differences between indigenous peoples, black peoples, and humans. So when we say we ain't black. I don't have black ways. I practice things that make black men head turn. My natural indigenous female ways make black men nervous.
Yeah.
I can't be under monotheism I can't be modest, knowing that I need the sun. And then you'll tell me I'm just being a hot mess because somebody won't say some shit to me. People say I'm a hot mess when I'm fully dressed and being my own self.
Okay.
So you can't win as an indigenous woman. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to have to separate from black people, because black people are always going to judge indigenous people by the monotheistic measurement, the monotheistic tool by which they've been measured. Which is if you're not following these religious monotheistic dogma rules that's killing your world, killing your realm, even though you look around, you see this shit falling apart, you still want to hold on to it. So I can't be with a black man, because whenever I'm with black men, it's be ugly. Because he don't understand having an indigenous woman. He don't understand why I talk the way I talk and do what the fuck I do and say what the fuck I say and the way, you know what I'm saying? They don't get that. They want Nikki.
Yeah.
They want Kiki. Do you love me? No, nigga. No. You see what I'm saying? So I'm all right with that, but let me be. Just the way I gotta let the black man and woman be, black men and women to be. I'm blacker than black. You proud to be black. I gotta let them be that. I'm all right with that. I'm not here to change that.
Right.
I'm saying respect the indigenous men and women who we know better. We outside of that. We're not on that chess field of the 3-dimensional realm of thinking and moving and speaking.
Right.
We get down another way. And we're asking you to respect that. The way y'all willing to respect these policies, these biased policies and bonds that keep us fucked up. And got y'all respecting transgenders that say, I'm a woman or I am a man. You willing to respect them. Respect the indigenous man and woman that said, we don't want no part of this shit. This conversation is now beyond us. We in another realm. We in another field. We are not within the arena of the human.
Right.
The God and the goddess, we cannot play on the field of the human. That field is stacked against us. It has nothing to do with us, and we recognize that. And we're willing to build our own because we realize that this is our home. We realize the whole realm is our home, and we're relearning our realm, and we're learning to utilize our resources. So when the time comes, baby, and this shit fall,
okay.
So that's the solutions Black people don't want to accept. True freedom of the realm, it doesn't look like nothing like this realm. You're not going to get it. You have to start over. You have to be the manifestors and creators of your own destiny from this point on. There is no another city or civilization for you to walk from the beats, from the civilization of the beast into another one ready for you. No, because you're parents now. We're all adults. That means we're all parents. And if you're a real indigenous man and woman and you're a parent, that means you have to go create the realm you want for your children.
That's right.
What are you? Are you a minor or are you a major? Because I'm not going to leave the system of the beast believing that somebody already got, yes, this is my home and it is ready for me to create it and manifest it any way that I motherfucking see fit. Now, what the fuck you gonna do, people? We've been given the answers. You don't like them. You scared of the solutions of natural law. Natural law solutions ain't gonna kiss your ass. The beast got something for you, but you see what they got? It's like when Neo got scared, right? When he was about to meet Morpheus and his world was about to change. He said, stop the cop. I'm scared. Let me out. He was ready to go back to that old life. He was right when and Trinity stopped him. Who stopped him? The goddess. She said, Baba, you've been down there. What did Trinity say to Neo? She said, you've been down that road. What's down that road? Now you claim you wanted this. Which way you gonna go, nigga?
That's right.
Trinity had to stop Neo, right? Because he was scared. He got scared. We get scared. And she stopped him. She put her hand on him. She had to touch him and say, you've been down that road. It's lonely. Look at it. There's nothing there. So black man and black woman, what you gonna do? Because we as the indigenous people, we know what the fuck we doing. You've been down that road. It's a lonely, fucked up road. What you gonna do? When you gonna be brave enough to take a new path that you cannot see, that has not been cut out for you, one that you have to manifest and create for yourself?
Sounds poetic to me.
What they gonna do, goddess? I mean, really, what they gonna do? Because this road for me would have been lonely if it hadn't been for people like you, people like Crumb, people like all these platforms, and the people that I get to meet daily in my life who remind me that I am on the right path. Sister, just keep going, goddess. You own it, goddess. Keep going. Because I'm not here to get followers. I'm here to be free. And whether anybody follows me or not, this is my path.
That's right.
And that's why I said I'm not going to ever die again, because I'm not afraid. I've made my choice. I have made my choice. People, what you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all always got some I'm grown talk. I'm grown. You grown? What you gonna do? Because this is the reality of being grown.
Yeah.
You got to stand on your motherfucking decisions. I stood on that. My family know me. They think, cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm already know. And I'm good with that.
Okay.
Because they still come to me when they don't feel good. They need cuckoo. You see what I'm saying? So I'm all right with that. But my thing is, we as people have to get beyond being people
Mm-hmm.
and start being. We have to start being. That means decisions have to be made. Pick up your skills, people. This is your realm. Every resource I've named, I utilize. No one has stopped me from utilizing my resources. No one has stopped me yet from digging into the ground and using any resource that I need to heal, build, and manifest and create for myself and my family.
Right.
Wake up. Wake up, people. So, guys, I just want to say thank you again for letting me get that off of my.
Talk about food for thought.
It
There's
is
the
what it
meal
is.
right there. That was the meal.
That was the meal. No divisiveness. No divide. I hope that wasn't. No, you might have felt it, but
Yeah.
I tried to be as real as I could because I'm tired of the circular talk.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the circular talk.
Yeah. That was inspired by the divinity in you. So, and that's exactly what it was. A
Yeah,
divine message for the humans and the Negroes or the blacks. You gotta be able to take it.
we got to. We live in it.
Yeah, manifest the thought that she presented on how to get out of this rut for Negroes. Let that thought or manifestation hit somebody else and hit somebody else, and before you know it, the domino effect takes place. Everybody get on the same fucking chord, and do something different. Like she said, be unique, be exclusive. Like, why we gotta be the same niggas that everybody already know we gonna be? You know, we did a little surprise this year on that riverboat in Alabama and shit, and fucked around and what stuck together. Oh, maybe that was an eye opener for some of us that when the time comes, we shouldn't be somewhere hiding and in fear somewhere. We should understand that the wars we thought were over have not been over. That's why it's so bad. We've been sitting there thinking since we signed the peace treaty that they're gonna play fair.
And there ain't
They're
no
never
peace
gonna play
treaty.
fair. They're never gonna play fair. And they're not gonna let you talk them into, you know, leveling the playing field either. You're not getting no power, no power. Just follow the system and be happy. Shut your mouth and try not to get arrested. So shit. So that was a beautiful message. I know again some of you gonna have a eureka moment. Somebody's gonna have a eureka moment.
Gratitude, brother.
And when that happens, go back and look at my channel and dig up. Just dig. Salima and I have been making videos for it's over a year. It's gotta be when we started with the Taz show.
It'll be coming on a year in a minute, yeah.
Okay, well, that's how much material you got to go through then.
Yeah, we started right before it was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Start November, so in a couple of more months, it'll be a year.
Cool. Cool. Because that's definitely was some bread.
Yeah.
Got you some bread right there. Not no cornbread. You done took a bite out of the loaf of Bethlehem. All right?
Man.
That's right. Eat that
Yeah,
bread.
but yeah,
Eat your
we ain't
bread.
been making distinctions. I'm not afraid to be distinctive
Mm-hmm.
about what's going on. We always talking about labels and somebody labeling. Well, I'm about to tell you what's really going on.
Yep. Yeah. Because you need to know.
Yeah.
Because you've been out there judging, you're going to be judged. So when the truth is told about these Negroes who look like us, indigenous ones, but they're not us. We're not them
Right.
because we don't fuck with the beast like that.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I did, but I swear your voice went down, and I'm sure it was something I touched.
Damn. Yeah. But we finna get out of here anyway. And
Okay.
I expect this one. I expect to see the numbers on this one climbing daily. It was powerful. It was passionate, and it was the truth. It's the truth.
Good. Good. Because that's all I'm here for. Like I tell people, I'm not here to entertain. I'm not an entertainer. I've made that clear every time I come up here. I am not to. I am really here to teach, and
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not here to teach the system. I'm not here to push their scientists. I'm not here to push anything that they do. I'm here. I'm an advocate of indigenous studies. I'm an advocate and teacher of indigenous curriculum. Period.
Mm.
An indigenous curriculum means staying clear in the mind on who and what you are and remain to have dominion over your mind. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here for entertainment. You're going to get the authentic me each and every time.
Mm-hmm.
So goddess, gratitude, thank you.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
As usual. Um, Same thing. The subscribers be waiting to see from you or waiting to hear from you. I'm in the same boat to look at how your delivery goes and just how well you put these meal tickets together. And I get eureka moments all the time. And sometimes I have to go back and look at videos that we made 5 months ago, 6 months ago and shit. And I'm always in awe of how you teach. When you teach, when you want to preach, you can preach. I know that. And so I just got a full plate. I'm good. I'm full. I'm full. And as soon as I tone it down, I'm going back and take a second look. Okay? That's what's
Because I
up.
always watch our videos because I always find myself learning something new.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always find in the videos of people who are really teaching me, I have to watch their videos more than once. So I
Mm-hmm.
usually end up watching my own videos because I'd be like, damn, I must have been channeling while I was talking because I don't know where the fuck that came.
For real?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you was back in the olden days, like 2,000 years ago, they would have said, yeah, that was the reading or the whatever of God. Like God wrote those words. God inspired. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's like you'll be getting a download in the middle of talking and you will lose your whole thought.
for real.
You really will because it's like if your brain is activated and you're already sent, it'll be like, okay, you emptying out that knowledge. Okay, we about to send you new knowledge. We don't wait for you to empty out. It do it right
Right.
when you getting rid, expressing the knowledge it already gave you sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So it take it as a sign that okay, you relinquishing that knowledge, we're about to put new knowledge in you. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
Excellent show. Excellent. Thanks again. Peace and love to everybody out there in Yasini Salima land. All right. Peace. And it's
Peace
not
and
going to
love,
be this
gratitude.
long again before we return to the live scene. Just know that. Know it. Got PowerPoint presentations, even though they stealing them from us. We still gonna do what we do. Still gonna do what we do. All right. Tell your mom I said hi. Your Salima's mother is has been adopted by me too. So, and tell your sisters or my sisters that
That's right.
and
You get a
brothers.
family, my love too.
Absolutely. Peace out.
Peace and love.